Once upon a time, a 16-year-old boy from the city and a 15-year-old girl from the country met for the first time. With a lot of flirting and playing hard to get, Jeffrey finally asked me to be his girlfriend, and then the rest is history. Dating on and off through high school, he finally realized how important I was to him and smartened up and didn't let me go. Here we are 11 years later and still together with the same amount of love for each other, if not more. We might have a few more wrinkles than we did back then, but when I look at him, I feel like that 15-year-old girl again. 2009 was a busy year for us. We had 3 life-changing events happen to us all at once. We got married on November 7th. We closed on our first home on December 7th. And our beautiful baby boy was born on May 7th. All 3 were blessings, but it got a little overwhelming once we closed on our house. Our house was a foreclosure, which meant lots of work for us. Well, my husband, and thank God his father taught him how to be a handyman because it saved us a lot of money from him doing it himself. The inside was a disaster, but he made it into a warm, welcoming home for our little family, but didn't end up moving in it until a year later. It seems like since our son was born, everything just has been crazy busy since, because 20 months later, after I had Colton, our daughter Avery was born. So being a busy mom of 2 young, energetic toddlers, while also running my own home business, and my husband who works a lot and also runs 2 other businesses, it leaves no time to fix up our landscape or anything outside.
And I'm Whitney.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Golden.
And this is Avery.
This is Avery.
And we're the Vanicky'S.
And we're the Vanicky'S.
Desperate? Oh yeah, this is how desperate we are.
Hey Desperate Landscapes, my name is Whitney Vanicky, and today it is a heavy rain in the Poconos. But I'm not going to let that rain on my parade because we are in need of a desperate landscape. As you can see, I am a girl who is ready to get down and dirty to get the job done. Tomorrow, me and my family will show you the rest of our yard when it stops raining. Alright, Desperate Landscapes, today is day 2, and as you can see, it is sunny out, but our yard is still a disaster.
Time to compare the neighbors' landscapes with ours. Here are our neighbors from across the street, and as you can see, they have a beautiful landscape lawn with a rock wall and trees and bushes in all the right places. And in the summertime, they have the softest grass you will ever step foot on. This landscape belongs to the Tartamellas down the street. As you can see, it is beautifully done. Here's what you call a hot mess, and our landscape is just that. This is the actual front of our house from the road, which people don't get to see this because they enter at the side of my house. And as we turn here, you're going to see boulders, unnecessary trees, overgrown bushes, and weeds. It looks like a huge yard with an overgrown island in the middle of it. It has a lot of potential, but that is why we are in need of your help. Plus, have you ever seen a tree in the middle of a driveway? This is why we are America's most desperate landscape. Our yard consists of 3 different things: moss, weeds, and the grass that we do have is either in small patches or brown. And don't forget, this is Pennsylvania, so there are a ton of rocks and boulders around. The bad thing about our yard is that you can't tell where the woods ends and my yard begins. There are holes in the yard, 2 of them being pretty big, and the other side of our lawn slopes, so they decided to poorly build these giant wooden steps with those annoying red rocks. We have 2 entryways to our house, both with unstable, unsafe, rotted porches with nails and broken pieces of wood hanging from it. Our neighbors and friends don't like to come over to our house, not only because of how it looks and how unsafe it is, but because they never know which door to go to. The distance between both doors aren't very far, but the walk from the door to door is annoying because of the millions of red rocks that get tracked into the house. So Jason and crew, if you're up for a challenge, I guarantee you haven't seen a landscape like this yet. And since it is such an odd-shaped yard, I can't wait to see what you can do with it. So please pick us and help us get our dream yard that we can show off, not hide. Now we would like Desperate Landscapes to meet our neighbors with a nice lawn down the street, the Tartamellas.
Hi, how you doing? We're the Tartamellas. I'm Neil, this is Christine, and this is Christopher. And we live down the block from Whitney and Jeff. They've been our neighbors for about 4 years now. They're a really nice couple. They got a couple young kids. Their property is in some serious help. They invite us down once in a while to have play dates. But we don't even really like to go down there because it's kind of dangerous. Our kids have almost tripped from the gullies and mudded up from the lack of lawn, and so maybe we could spend a little more time down there. I'm an avid runner. I run by the house about 3-4 times a week, and every time I look at that property and say, oh my gosh, they really need some help. Alright, so Desperate Landscaping, if you're going to watch this, please help out Whitney and Jeff. They really need some help.
So Desperate Landscapes, if you're looking for a challenging yard to make over for 2013 and a fun family to go along with it, then we are definitely the ones to pick. So please, please come help us make our yard something we want to show off, not something we want to hide, and mostly help us make it a fun and safe place for our kids and to enjoy as a family. So thank you, and looking forward to seeing you.
Bye, Stacy.